Welcome back to live streaming coverage of the Gold Line U.S. Open Contender. My name is Jerry Gertz of CurlingZone.com, bringing this coverage from Blaine, Minnesota, here during the first event in North America following the shutdown in early March during the pandemic. Obviously, we're still playing under unique times here as the players on the ice are following some pretty significant precautions to prevent the spread. We do have a great game here between Nigeria's Harold Woods and Nick Connolly of the United States. An interesting matchup for sure. The Nigerian curling team, a number of the players are live in the United States. So for them, this is not about traveling internationally, but curling a little bit closer to home. We are here first end into skip stones. The Nigerians throwing red stones. The United States, Nick Connolly with yellow. We're down to skip stones here in the first end. Woods a little bit heavy on that last shot. Looks like it's going to leave Connolly a draw for two here in the first end. We're not totally sure if that other yellow one is on the rings in the top there yet, but we will find out once the end completes. Nick Connolly out of the Pittsburgh Curling Club. Pittsburgh has recently opened a brand new dedicated facility. Been curling for probably almost 2 months now, so Nick's been on the ice for some time, I'm sure. Heard a little bit from some people at the facility that things seem to be going smoothly there. Again, following extreme COVID precautions, masking, single sweeper. Here we're a little bit more different. We've got a second sweeper in play, but that sweeper has to stand back, keep their distance, and they're able to still be in play to help judge and time stones and still be an active member as part of the team while maintaining some safe precautions. So that was 3 in the first end. Quick start for Connolly. For the Connolly side, we have Nathan Perry throwing lead stones, Tim Hodek throwing second, Kyle Kakala at third, and Nick Connolly is skip and throwing last stones. On the Nigerian side, we have Fabian Contreras-Cole at lead, Chris Nemeth at second, Tijana Cole at third, and Harold Woods at skip. We are not 100% certain on throwing order on either of these lineups, so we'll do our best to make sure we have it updated as we go. We're going with registered lineups for the Spiel. Of course, as you see there, the Nigerian side is still very new in its development of the sport of curling. They are the first African side to become part of the World Curling Federation and to represent, to have a country, to have a team at the World Championships. So it's pretty exciting to see something like that. And I know that there's been a lot of work being done to try and get the first ice facility in Africa as well. And a bunch of media and information being put out. We'll check into an interview I know that was done earlier this summer, where there's a lot of discussion talking about trying to get curling off the ground in Africa. Chris Nemeth at second stones there. Looking for a draw around the center guard. A little heavy on the draw. And that rock slides through. Looks a little heavy on the draw here. Slides another one deep around the middle. Looks a little heavy on the draw here. Both teams struggling a little bit with draw weight around the middle. That one does stay in the back 12 foot. Looking to use that center guard, try and bury a stone, set up a potential score 2 here for the Nigerian side. This rock way out wide. Sweeper's just waiting on it. Wait's better, but unfortunately they just have to wait for the curl, and it comes up a little bit short here. First of the skip stones. Connolly, left-handed. Currently curling out of Pittsburgh, originally out of the Seattle, Washington area, I believe. And this rock is really going as well. Lots of curl here. Looks like this one's going to wreck on that center guard. And leaves the door open here still for the Nigerian side. Just be aware, those scores on the left-hand side, it's into the second for our game here. The other game looks like it's already into the third end. Pardon that first end counter on the top there. Still some discussion here as to what the call is going to be. Not very big of a port in the middle there on either side. Looks like they're trying to come through that port. Just rub on the outside one. Had they made contact with the other yellow one that they just slid by, you're liable to maybe skirt on into the house. Of course, looking at the live monitor, here comes the result here. Just needed a tiny bit more curl, and that would have got through and nose hit the back and potentially sat for shot. So Nick Connolly's just going to call for the draw here, try and go top 12, kind of act as a guard, block off that draw path. Key to this shot, you just want to be short somewhere. Anywhere biting top 8 up to just over the hog line that gets in the way of that path is perfect. Last stone for Team Connolly, and the Nigerians have one more to come. And this looks a little bit heavy. Weight ended up being okay, but line was a little bit tight. I think the weight might have been exactly to the spot, and the sweeper's a little hesitant to sweep it. Caused it to over curl, wrecked on the guard, and it actually opened up the door here for Nigeria's Harold Woods to make a hit on the back one or a draw in to try and score here. Hard to tell for sure if the nose hit on the back would score, though he does have a lot of room here to make a draw. If he can find that port and slide it fully into the 8-foot. Last rock here, second end. Nigeria's Harold Woods looking for a draw into the 8-foot to score a single point. Looks like this one was wide and heavy. Unfortunately, promotes a Connolly stone into the rings. Again, a little ahead of you on the commentary here. I'll get the hang of this, everyone. Try not to sell out the story before it shows in front of you. That rock. Oh, tough shot. These guys are learning, and every country has had to start from somewhere. And I love the enthusiasm of the Nigerian players and the country. They do have a win under their belt in mixed doubles internationally, and that was at the World Championships in 2019. So we're really starting to see this sport grow and evolve, and it's exciting to see what's all come out of it. So a quick break here between ends. A little spin of the Gold Line promotional banner, and we'll come back with an interview with the Nigerian Curling Federation. A little bit of discussion around the promotion of curling in Nigeria and their goals to build a curling club.
A few weeks ago, the story came out that we've actually, started work on developing an ice rink in Calabar. Tell us more about it.
Well, Tayo, that's true. Like you said, and Austin also mentioned that for the game to develop, we had to put a structure in place, and that is why from inception, where we started the Curling Federation in Nigeria, we had a blueprint that for the sport to come to stay, we just have to get our roots right. If you could remember when I was on your show, I think in 2018, then I think it's Yemi that asked a question: what will we do to prove the skeptic wrong? I told him that if Nigeria cannot go to the ice country, ice will definitely come to Nigeria to stay. And that's what we are doing. We have already bought a property in Calabar, Cross River State. The property is about 27.366 square meter property, which we started, developing as of now on the first phase by clearing the land. We've done that, and then we are fencing it as we speak. After that, we'll now move to the second phase, the groundbreaking and the rest. We are not just sitting back to, say we are a high sports nation now, just like other high sports. We want to bring ice sports to Nigeria and make it stay. And the beautiful thing is that the facility we are developing now is going to serve other African countries, whereby we want to make our country also, we develop the youth to compete favorably when it comes to curling internationally. We want this sport to compete with the likes of football, basketball, like I earlier mentioned as well some years back in your show. You guys asked me, how is it going to be possible? First, we are starting up with the floor coiling. We're going to be producing floor coiling there in Nigeria, which we've started the groundwork. Then we distribute it to secondary schools, and everyone who wants to play these sports. That will be the level 1 of making sure that every household, everybody, every school, everyone who wants to play curling have the feeling on that floor curling. And joining that with the training aid, which one of us developed, Chris Nimet, it was also on your show some time ago. That also will teach them the rudiment of the ice, how you can slide on ice without being on the proper ice. So infusing those together, everyone can know, learn, play curling, then they will transcend from that into the property that is the arena we are building now. And the unique thing about the arena is this. We're going to have 2 sides of the rings. One is for our dedicated curling, the other one is for other kind of ice sports, meaning that we want to make Nigeria a capital of ice sports in Africa.
Sounds good, and huge dreams you've got, Damola. When you say you want curling to be as football in Nigeria, that's a lot of hard work you need to put in there. But tell me first, how can you spark interest? What is it about curling that will make somebody say, oh, they want to pick up the stick and get into the ring and start doing curling? What is it about curling as a sport?
Curling as a sport gives you joy. Just the mere feeling of on being on ice alone, you experience a kind of joy you've never seen before, and that's why if you look at the totality of curling sport, it is recommended for so many kind of healing, like the children with the autismus and the rest. If they play curling, definitely to pull them out of those kind of situation they are in. So curling is very unique on its own. When you talk about the medical benefit of curling, now coming to the entertainment aspect, have you ever seen somebody going through the narrow way to take out a stone? I bet you would like to see that. Go watch it and you see that. Now, making it a household sport in Nigeria to compete with football, just like I've said now. I think you saw the last clinicals we did in Nigeria. The kids were just asking for us to keep coming, please. You understand? That is why we took it upon ourselves and to say we will start producing those floor coiling to distribute to school. Again, just like in this particular situation, the whole world is finding themselves. You take your floor coiling at home, you can play with your kids. So I think the sport is very unique on its own. Very, very unique.
Indeed,
and we
it
are
is.
working towards that as well. We are going to the Olympics soon. We are on our path to the Olympics.
Yeah. I love the plans. I love everything you put in place. But first we must beat COVID-19. And that's why I wanted to ask you what are the plans post-COVID-19 to keep the sport relevant.
Very important. And he mentioned going to the Olympics as well. So obviously they'll be trying to qualify for the Olympics.
That's right. So Damola, post-COVID-19 plans for curling.
Of course, Tayo and Austin, our post-COVID-19 plan, we have 3 championships coming up now, apart from the facility we are developing. We have one in Scotland, that's for the mixed 4. We have the second one in Wakkanai, Japan, both the male team and the female team. The good news about this is that our female-grown home team are going to be participating in the championship in Wakkanai, Japan. I think initially we had 3. We had to up the game with one that's going to be a reserve. We have Ibizo Wamat, we have Alimat Buhari, we have Aniobu Amarachi, and Deborah Alemeton, who are the 4 home-based team groomed from Nigerian soil that will be stepping on ice for the first time. And these are the kind of things we want to do, projecting the home fronts, then transcending them into the international stage. And aside from this championship in Wakkanai, Japan, we also have one coming up in Istanbul, Turkey for the mixed 2. The favorite, you all know, TJ Cole and Suzy Cole are going to also continue on the quest in acquiring points towards our dream of Winter Olympic 2022. So our post-COVID plan are very, very packed up.
Thank you so much, Damola Daniel. I love the vibes you're giving as regards curling. All the best. Stay focused. Keep winning. We'll continue to monitor your progress. Thank you.
Thank you, guys, and stay safe. And Nigerians, we love you.
That was Nigeria's Daniel Damola, or King Daniel, as he is referred to. I know they've been working on trying to build a curling club in Africa, and it's really exciting to see the progress. I know the Nigerian team has been competing at the Pacific Asia Championships, and that was the plan this season, to continue doing that. Obviously, that among many events canceled this season. And so they'll continue their development through events like this, the Gold Line U.S. Open Contender. Many of the guys reside in the United States, so the opportunity to access good competition is there for the team. So it's exciting to see the opportunity, and they've been working to fundraise to try and build a new facility, and hopefully we'll see some improvement as the years go on. We certainly remember seeing a number of countries that are now in contention at the World Championships that started out very much like this. The Koreans, the Japanese, the Chinese, all were countries that took time to develop into the sport, along with many of the European nations. And of course, in North America, we've got Brazil, Guyana, Mexico, and so many other countries joining our sport. That's really the exciting thing about seeing this happen, and seeing some new faces on the ice, some new countries, and we wish them the best. And I look forward to the day I can curl in Nigeria. Last rock here, the third end. Harold Woods with the, looks like a hit and roll opportunity here. Chance for 2, looks like. You can put 2 on the board for the African side. Score now 8-2. Nick Connolly over Harold Woods after 3 ends here at the Gold Line U.S. Open Contender. I'll get this right before we know it. Here we're streaming live from the Four Seasons Curling Club in Blaine, Minnesota. We'll be back with the 4th end shortly. Team Connolly looking to split the rings here. Already lying a bunch under the corner guards. Trying to take the play away from that corner. And for the Nigerian side, this is certainly a difficult situation. Team having a group discussion. Trying to decide on their shot here. Looks like first of the skip stones. Harold Woods with his first of the fourth end here. Looking to try and make a draw, out-turn draw here. Potentially get around the other stone, maybe tap it back, create some backing behind it. Not a bad effort, just needed a little bit more weight on that, a little bit more curl. Connolly going here with peel weight, it looks like. At the end of the day, they just want to make this stone go away. Good weight here. Just trying to hold this. Looks like a real nice shot, right on the nose. So it does leave a little bit of a spot for the Nigerians to hide their last stone. If you can come down with that same kind of draw weight as his last shot, get it around that yellow stone that's now kind of top 12 there, and try and stop it in the top 4. This ice looks like it will bury. Looks like the Nigerians are opting to hit the top stone. There's an opportunity to hit that top one, roll across, potentially lie shot on the other side. You can tell he doesn't like this already. Tough spot here for the Nigerian skip. Harold Woods throws last stones here. Trying for the big weight hit. Not quite on line where he wants to be. And that one will sail on through. Leaving looks like a draw for 5 for Team Connolly. Sweepers bring that in, and that will be 5. That'll extend the lead to 13-2 for Nick Connolly over Nigeria's Harold Woods. The Nigerian team, a real development side still, very early in their development here. But certainly a team that has a lot of energy, and it's exciting to see what they're putting into the game. Connolly, first of the skipstones here in the 5th end. Looking to use those corner guards, draw one around. Really nice placement there. Harold Woods looking to follow down. Looks like they're calling for the open side draw here. Sorry, yeah, last stone here. Nigerian side with hammer. No need to go around the corner, obviously. Hoping this one's going to stop. Looking for breaks here. Just goes a little too deep, and it'll be a steal of one. Another point for Team Connolly. They now take a 14-2 lead after 5 ends here at the Gold Line U.S. Open Contender round. Down to last 2 stones here in the 7th end. Sorry, 6th end. Nick Connolly looking to throw up a guard, protect shot stone, top of the 4-foot. Does the job, just getting it over the hog line. So really for the Nigerian side right now, there isn't much out there. Trying to figure out a way to score here. Looks like Harold's just going to throw the draw here. Last stone, 6th end. Nigeria's Harold Woods facing one Connolly stone buried under cover. Looking to get something close here. And looks like this thing's going to overcurl. No handshakes yet. Looks like we're going to play a 7th end here. Certainly the case for a development team like the Nigerian side. They're looking to get on the ice every chance they can get. And for the Connolly guys, I'm sure they don't mind a little extra ice time at the same time as well. First game of the year. Good chance to get a feel for the ice and new teammates as well. Back here, 7th end. We're streaming live from the Gold Line US Open Contender. My name is Jerry Gertz of CurlingZone.com. This game's certainly out of hand from the scoreboard's sake, but we're looking at Team Nigeria, looking to get some reps in here, continue to improve, and try and develop a curling program for their national team. We are going to be continued to stream all weekend here from the Four Seasons Curling Club in Blaine, Minnesota. This is the first event of the tour season that is being played in North America. They've been playing in Switzerland for several weeks now with the Schweizer Cup, Baden Masters. We've had a mixed doubles event in Oberstdorf, Germany, as well in this weekend in Adelboden, Switzerland, another fairly significant tour event taking place there. Peter de Cruz, Yannick Schwaller, Jaap van Dorp, a number of Europe's top teams are playing, as well as Silvana Tiranzoni, who played Yannick Schwaller early this morning and had a tight battle right down to the end that Schwaller managed to sneak out. So back here with the seventh end. We'll be back again at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern. It'll be Rachel Workin out of North Dakota taking on Megan Thompson's team. And Megan's team is one of these new teams on the tour. Don't know much about them, but they're a team from the south, I believe in the Carolinas or the Atlanta area. Exciting to see some new faces on the ice, and great to see teams like that take a chance. I'm sure it'll be an interesting matchup, but looking forward to be back with that game later on this evening. For now, we're going to finish this game off, and we'll let you continue to follow along with the action here. Getting down to the last couple of rocks here in the 7th end. Nick Connolly, currently of Pittsburgh. His new team for this season, taking on Nigeria's Harold Woods. Game 1 of the Gold Line US Open Contender. This is fairly typical, maybe not to this degree, but teams do tend to play out a little bit longer early in games to get a feel for the ice in the first game of a tournament. First game of the season for both of these teams. Connolly with the draw around the corner there. It's going to leave. Last shot here to Harold Woods in the 7th end. Needs a good piece of the 8-foot to score a single point here. Here we go. Sweepers following this down. Looking pretty good. And there it is. A single point for Nigeria here in the 7th end. They add one to the board. That makes it a 15-3 final here at the Gold Line US Open Contender. We will be back at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern with the first women's game that we'll be covering. We've got Rachel Workin of North Dakota taking on Megan Thompson. I believe they are out of North Carolina. Looking forward to bringing you some coverage here from that game. Until then, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back soon. Until then, everyone, take care.